Good evening, everybody. It's Wednesday night, 5/5/10 night here at Texas Card House, Dallas. It's TCH Live. My name's Ben Kirby. I'm riding solo, like Jason Derulo, I think. Greg P is headed down to Austin. He might actually be there currently. He's playing the stream tomorrow night. So it's just going to be yours truly in the booth with you tonight. Appreciate you joining us. Make sure you hit that subscribe and like button on the way in. Got a lot of action for you tonight for the next 3 or 4 hours. But in the meantime, let's check out what's going on at Texas Card House. The bad beat jackpot is growing day after day. Do you feel like you're never going to win? What if I told you that everyone will be a winner? No matter what club you're playing in, if you're checked in and playing at a Texas Card House table, when the bad beat hits, you win $100 with our newest and easiest bad beat ever. Each and every day, the bad beat qualifying hand gets easier and easier to beat until it's won. But as the qualifier decreases, the pot increases right along with it. Additionally, with our new club share bonus, everybody wins. Just be playing at any TCH when the bad beat hits, and you'll win $100 just for being at a table. Yes, you Bob in Austin. You too, Sarah in Houston. Tim in RGV. And Dante, you and Big D in Dallas. You take home $100 too. It doesn't get any easier than that. Join the club that started it all, Texas Card House.
More refined.
Good evening again, everybody. TCH Live Wednesday night, 5/5/10 with your boy, Ben Kirby in the booth with you. Hope everybody's having a good week. Hope everybody enjoyed last night's stream. The game kind of got out of hand. A lot of huge pre-flop hands, a lot of massive 30K plus pots. I encourage everybody to check out the replay of that stream if you missed last night after tonight's stream, as everybody is trickling in to the TCH Live channel, taking a look at these chip counts. It's a 2K minimum, 5K maximum buy-in, and then after the first orbit, it's match the stack after that. We've got a few familiar faces and a couple newcomers to the stream, it looks like. Or at least I don't recognize everybody. You know, I also don't know every single person in the room. But definitely some familiar faces for sure. And we're already into the first two-card hand. I guess we're not doing a flip or anything. These guys prefer to play straight two-card often. A little less gamble in them maybe. But still plenty of interesting spots and big pots to see tonight. This is actually hand number 2 as Jason raises it to 40 with ace-king. I've got a nice bad beat story with ace-king that nobody asked for that I'll share later if we're desperate for content, because I'm still kind of butthurt about it. And Jason's just going to take that one down. As Kyle Z bought in for the max, Bridge Mike and Jason looks like close to the max. And everybody else in the 2 to 3K range. Man, I tried my hand at that 2-card no limit game today, and it was exactly what I thought it was. Bunch of dudes tanking for a minute plus with, you got basically inconsequential decisions. Woof. Limits where it's at, baby. Easy, quick decisions. Let's go. Make yourself known in the chat. Be Be sure to say what's up. Appreciate you, everybody joining us. We surpassed 30,000 subs. You can see it there, 30,100 subs. We made history last night because of all of you chat pros and fans of TCH Live. Kyle Z opens up Queen Jack under the gun +1 to 30. We're playing 5-5-10. Danny's going to 3-bet 9-7 of spades to 150. And just going to take it down. Danny, pretty solid player. Rarely ever gets out of line, but he does do the old 3-bet with the suited connector every once in a while. Makes it hard to guess what he has under there. Looks like we've already got a $20 straddle. Kyle Z said, let's play for a little more.
For the most part, I got a new computer and my dual
What's up, Ben
monitor.
Solo? What's up, Jedi Master Ted?
So I got like my office space set up, but I do need like a couch or something like
As we're getting into the next vid, I mean, tomorrow's a pretty exciting night. We've got some of the fan favorites, Brad Owen, Andrew Neeme, along with the two-card wizard himself, Greg Potter, playing the 5-5 no limit hold'em game from Austin tomorrow night, starting at 7 p.m. So be sure to come back tomorrow night, check out that stream. It should be a good time. Trying to win some of those Bradley and Andrew dollars. That Austin crew isn't going to make it easy for them. I mean, Dallas, Dallas gave them a run for their money, and Austin, they've got some crushers down there as well, so that should be a fun stream. That Brad O and Andrew stream is tomorrow.
He's gonna go home and go on YouTube and get so tilted.
Oh, because he wore the outfit.
He wanted to play so badly.
We're starting a little late, but it's fine. Y'all have got plenty of poker ahead of you. Everybody will be fine. It's 8:04. We've still got plenty of time to get these stacks in here. The pots are going to be huge. Just stand by.
Can I get another mocha, please?
So we get into hand number 5.
He got that outfit to wear it on screen. And every time he wears it, and then comes
Everybody
here,
feeling each other out. Nobody's trying to get wacky yet. What is happening here? Jason's got ace-king again. Ace-king in like 3 hands. Danny had opened to 30. I don't know what he has, but he calls Jason's 3-bet. Dealer Kevin in the box. He was dealing our 6-12 horse game earlier today, which I also donated in. You know, at the on the dip side of the variance chart today. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. It's fine. We did play 6-12 limit horse today, and I got absolutely crushed. But Kevin was there to witness it. He dealt great. 10-9-8. Pretty similar flop to what I saw earlier with ace-king. That's just the worst possible board. Danny has 2 unknown cards in position. Okay. So I'm being told Spooky and Danny's cards are not going to be reading because there's a table error. We're just going to have to speculate on what they have, which will be a fun new element to the stream. Everybody else can put them on some ranges. Coach me up on how to do all that. Dip or punt, I mean, aren't they the same? Aren't you punting if there's a dip? I feel like I got my money in good in several spots that the variance was not on my side. That's part of it. Hence why you got to take good notes, take good records, manage the bankroll, play within your limits. And we had some big games going on today at TCH in the main room. There's this massive 5-5-10 PLO game going on that is just out of this world. This bridge Mike opens pocket 9s to 40. Marcus calls with 3s, and Addy calls with king queen as well. He smartly folds the ace-10.
Yeah,
He was getting a pretty good price, but out of position. I can pick a better spot. 3 ways, 140 in the pot. Second. Oh. God's Eve. Don't want to be results oriented, but he would have flopped trips. Mountain range. That's right. Yeah, it's a pretty deep valley. Betting a call from Bridge Mike. flopped queens and aces. Sorry, Bridge Mike flopped aces and nines. Addy flopped queens and aces. He's in position, and he's got to be thinking, well, there's 2 aces out there. What are the odds? Bridge Mike has one or two of the remaining aces in the deck. Probably unlikely. So my queen might be good here versus a lot of hands that'll raise pre. So that's in a call, and 8 of diamonds on the end. Bridge Mike turning his nines into a bluff a bit. 350. You know, spades bricked off, king jack bricked off, but actually Addy gets out of the way. So what do I know? Bridge Mike just made it happen with the nines, getting Addy to fold the best of it. Pretty nice hand.
Potentially.
Doug Polk's down there right tonight, I think. I'm not sure if he's going to play tomorrow. He might come through. He's been known to show up unannounced down there at TCH Austin. You know, sleeve monster and all. Always leave the house without those sleeves. Yeah, turn barrel. I don't know. It feels like a lot of people check there, but he got the max.
3 streets?
I appreciate it.
One might not be reading.
Yeah, I assume that's. They're having all kinds of.
We hit like what 750 likes last night. Let's go. Let's at least get to 250 tonight. You know, sometimes the viewership is a little lower on Wednesday night compared to Tuesday night, but this game is still huge. And if you're enjoying the stream, there's 275 of you watching. Hit that like button for me.
I know, I was going to say, man.
What was
If you feel so compelled.
No, me and my brother we grew our beards out.
The double as the straddle is on. Marcus ace 9 of diamonds. Good enough for an open to 75.
All right, hang on. So actually, here we got straddle for fold, raise to 75.
the beard is a lot more?
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, when I first sat down, I was going to ask you, how long you been dealing?
It's near Indianapolis.
I'm from Indianapolis.
Fold. Your head. Some great pictures of us in our dress.
Heads up, Jason and Marcus. 4, 5, 7. Jason flops bottom pair inside straight draw. And Marcus has got 2 overs and backdoor diamonds. Bet 50 from Jason, and Marcus calls. Alrighty, so Jason's going to take that one down either way. Shout out to Quinn Taylor, $1.99 super chat. Where is Greg? We want Greg. Look, I'm not offended at all, but Greg is actually in Austin. He's playing the stream tomorrow night, the 5-5 no limit game. Thursday at 7 p.m. and so it's just Ben K with you. Sorry to disappoint. But it's just yours truly, chilling in the booth with all of you. Oh, Rocio Romero with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you for the generous donation. Bridge Mike raises ace queen and everybody folds. It'll take a minute for everybody to get warmed up. These guys like to play more straightforward poker on the front end.
You ever go over to the DFW Adventure Park for the zombie run?
No, I've heard about it.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
It's really cool.
Yeah. JT in 1968 says, Dad talking is by himself tonight. Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. Just a bunch of obstacles and zombies chasing after you. Got flags.
I'm not lonely at all. Doing my thing. The echo of my own voice. No table audio. So it's just your boy. Filling the void for all of you. But yeah, appreciate the kind words. Thanks for everybody tuning in. I mean, a lot of you people are very loyal to this stream, and I love it. Michael Fewer, I'm going to screw up the last name. Fewer, $7.77 super chat. You're doing just fine. Haters going to hate. They will hate, but I'm not fazed by it, bro. I've been doing this since I looked at it. My first time streaming was December 20th of last year. So I've been at this for a few months. as Matt flops the nut club draw and Jason with second pair of the tanks. He's had his share of pre-flop premiums already. And Matt just turns the nuts like that. The nut flourish. 155 in the pot. Got to build the pot a bit. Bets 105. Leads into Jason. And Jason, he's got his own flush draw and he's got an inside straight draw. It's an inferior straight and flush draw, but he doesn't know that. 7 is a brick. And Matt probably needs to bet, I don't know, either super high or super low to get paid. And that's some more value-y size, and I highly doubt Jason calls here. But he could. I mean, he could technically raise it if he thinks Matt is trying to just be obvious. Like, he quickly led into him on the turn, and so maybe he could have considered raising there, but smartly got out of the way as Matt had the nutter butters. Okay. I'm being told the players want me to know that they're watching a documentary about mushrooms on the TV behind them. So that's special, of which I cannot relate whatsoever. Jedi Master Ted with all these rhetorical questions. Are there any outside straight draws? Straddle's on. Spooky and Danny, we're just never going to know what they have unless they get it to showdown. Marcus, what do they call this? Rayleigh Ron hand, Queen Deuce, calls 10. And he checks his option in the straddle in position, heads up. He says deuce. Marcus, the best of it. Betting for a little bit of value with aces and deuces. Addy's confused because why would an ace just bet here, I guess? So he's going to look him up once. The king high ball. Jack on the turn. No help to Addy. Checks through. 5. Addy would prefer to see that on the turn. Says I got a deuce, bro.
I'm not messing with you. I'm not messing with you.
Small pot. Addy's played some huge ones. He's not really worried about losing a $120 pot. Fun times here at TCH Dallas. The room is packed, as it has been all day. It was packed all night, and it continues to grow. We've reached 30,000 subs, which is a crazy milestone. 30,000 real-ish people subscribe to the channel and are fans of hours and hours of free live poker content. What's not to love? If you're not subscribed, you can start earning some TCH Live loyalty points if you do subscribe. And you earn points for watching the stream, commenting, for super chatting, all that good stuff. You can, once you build up enough points, you can even roll the dice to gamble some of those points to potentially win more. We're going to be doing a bunch of raffles next week as Matt flops pretty pure with the Queen 4 suited, about as good as you could hope for. And you raise the button with Queen 4 and gets that one through. Yeah, aces are on fire tonight. That's right. TCH is the place you want to be if you like the action. Kyle Z, these are the kind of hands he likes. The jiggities to 30. Three bet from Spooky. We don't know what he has. We're going to be playing the guessing game all night. Addy facing a 3-bet. Do you cold 4? And he does decide to cold 4-bet the pocket 10s. Jason's got suited wheel ace. Not fun to fold this hand, but you probably have to fold this hand facing a 4-bet. And Kyle Z now, I don't think he's super worried about either of these players. He's, okay, well, what do I know? So Addy gets, you know, sometimes I'll get it right. But Kyle Z folded the jacks after Addy 4-bets. I mean, it's a very strong line. And so oftentimes versus kind of like in a vacuum, facing a 4-bet there, you have to fold jacks. And so Spooky does decide to come along with Addy. Heads up, we got a pot developing. Queen 4-6, 2 hearts. Addy continues betting 525. So what does Spooky 3-bet pre and then call a 4-bet? Pocket nines, ace jack suited, even ace queen. Based on what he does here, will determine maybe where he's at, and he does decide to raise it. Oh, this is going to bother me if we don't get to see this hand. Makes it only 675 more, 1,200 total. Pretty cheap for Addy. Cheap is a relative term, but it's not like a massive raise over his initial bet. Addy's thinking, is this guy Spooky making a move on me? He's very capable of making a move. King, yeah. I mean, he does have, I guess, the super mega premiums that he could be slow playing versus a 4. It's not a slow play, but not 5-betting since he's in position. Letting Addy maybe value on himself a bit, but we may never know what Spooky had there. Somebody in the room go ask him. Hopefully he'll tell us. Playing the 2-card game Wednesday night. We're here every Wednesday night, usually 7 to 11. Starting at 8 tonight. Matt opens ace king to 35. Marcus calls pocket threes and Jason calls 30 with jack 9 of diamonds. All right, I got table audio now. Marcus, so far, has the only spade. We don't know what Kyle Z has. He very well could have a spade. Deuce pairs on the turn, and so Marcus threes and deuces. $60-70 from Kyle Z. Jack on the river. Jason probably would have been good.
Yeah.
Kyle Z definitely could have a spade or 2 spades. Kyle Z's going to take it down. And forever a mystery. Racer Nerd says, oh wow, a TCH live poker game. Shocker alert. It's the one thing you can count on in life. The TCH live streams. Big shouts out to Steve Whitaker for subscribing. Thanks, Steve. Appreciate you joining the channel. All 30,100 plus of you. Hit that subscribe button. Much love.
What did the mushroom say at the party?
Hope you're enjoying the 2-card game. No limit, Dallas, Texas, Hold'em. Marcus with King Jack and 1800 behind makes it 60. All right, plenty of raise folding going on. Not really conducive to big action. Let's try to switch that up here shortly. Watch that deck for me there, Kevin, real quick. Let's get a nice cooler setup. Again, don't wish pain on anybody. But oftentimes, those are more entertaining hands than the old raise a 60 in the cutoff and everybody folds. Be careful what you wish for. You did ask for a mystery hand, but now you get a mystery hand every hand. What's up, Squire O? What's up, Quinn, Ray, Racer Nerd? What's up, NFY? Michael, Bert the Great, John Butler. What's up, everybody in the chat? Good to see everybody. Can confirm this is pretty live. It's on a 15-minute delay, but I'm actively sitting here commentating on hands that happened 15 minutes ago. What's good, what's good, what's good? Hopefully all the players are enjoying their mushroom documentary in the background. We're playing a 3-blind structure, basically 3 forced bets pre-flop before any cards are dealt. First left of the dealer pays 5, the second left of the dealer pays 5, and the third left of the dealer pays 10. And then everybody else gets to act, and those are the last 3 to act. This blind structure puts a little more money in the pot pre-flop, so it's a little juicier. More money to play for. Jason, King, Queen of Diamonds, raising it to 30 in the cutoff.
TCH, we give the people what they want.
Wait, can you do with subtitles?
Whatever makes them happy.
Yeah, wait, can you do with subtitles? Can you actually bring me some fun there?
There's nothing, I mean, maybe there's things more tilting, but it's very tilting when you are paying for time, you're stuck, and then you're playing at a table, especially a low-stakes table, where people are tanking 30, 45, a minute per hand. Oh, man. Puts me in a bad place. Does not put me in a good place. It's just like the... It's like, what are you possibly thinking about for that long? Some people do it as a whole bit, like they're trying to do the old Tom Dwan. Freaking slow and steady sloth wins the race. And I just, when you're paying time, it behooves you to act fast, bro. Let's get more hands in per hour.
We're not really going to play any hands after a while.
Everyone would just be someone who would be laying on the table.
Easy. To 30 with 8-5 of hearts.
We are the oldest and the largest and the smallest.
You can see decomposed stuff.
It's going to be great.
I get it when there's like a huge decision on the line, for sure. Definitely think about it for a minute or whatever. But facing like a single raise, come on now. Come on now. Addy opening to 30 with pocket 6s. Jason calls with ace-9. With a gun +1, and Spooky's good for a 3-bet, 130. Three-way action. Let's get it. Let's get a big one going.
I think so. I don't know.
Jack 10-3 rainbow.
I'm more focused on the fun guy.
Focused on the fun guy. Checks over Spooky, 3-bet pre, continues with the betting lead. It's like 215. Fold. Spooky's going to take this one down.
This guy looks like the guy from Princess Bride.
With a mystery hand.
Yeah, that guy. He looks like him as whatever his name is. Yeah, he's in like Homeland. Well, like he looks just like that guy when he's older now. That guy's amazing. Man, he will take him.
Kyle's got the worst seat in the house. He's like, shit.
Well, it's okay. I've seen it.
Right.
This is a game.
Yeah, it's one thing if you're
Distracted like
contemplating a decision that's for thousands and thousands of dollars, but for a $15 raise, come on now. Matt on the button to 30 with Jack-9 off.
All the shows haven't really had the time to
Look, last night was also kind of an anomaly. Every other hand, it was like an overpair versus an overpair versus ace-king. It's exaggerating a bit, but there was a ton of pre-flop premium hands. And so, you know, sometimes the cards aren't as action-packed on the front end. You got plenty of time.
the industry. It's the only show that's ever tried. They tried.
I think that's one of the main reasons why I'm like trying to go for it. It's kind of slowed down a little bit.
$20 straddle, maybe put the double out there. Spooky.
Mr. No, I've heard something.
Billions gets bad.
Billions does, but Mr. Robot.
I'm on season 3 of Billions.
Talking about billions, that show is
Second season was alright too.
entertaining.
Third season, wherever it's at right now is really good.
What was it? Ice juice? Whatever that thing is.
Ice juice.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
$60 from Danny.
That was a great story arc, honestly.
Bunch of trash hands all over. Kyle Z might defend, and he does defend with the 7-6 off. King, 8, 2 of hearts. Complete whiff for Kyle Z. Most likely, I mean, not that great of a board for Danny either, but just Kyle Z's got it. Danny definitely has more kings than Kyle Z. We do have the Beat the Heat Bad Beat Jackpot going on right now. It's August 11th, which means that the Bad Beat Jackpot's at $40,000. And all you got to do is have 4 of a kind of queens beaten. Both hole cards have to play. You could get your share of $40,000, and everybody that's clocked in to a TCH game across all the TCH locations win $100 when that bad beat hits. So it behooves you to be clocked in, baby. 4 of a kind queens, and tomorrow it's going to be up to $41,000 and 4 of a kind jacks. So it gets progressively easier. Let's go. Yeah, Roger Garrison, QQ was rocking last night. Yeah, there was like 42 pairs of pocket queens, or 42 pocket queens pre-flop. So Matt raised to 55 with ace-6 of diamonds, and Kyle Z 3-bets king-queen. Jason wants to see a flop with these ducks, but it's pretty pricey. My bad. He wanted to see a flop with that ace-6 of diamonds. Jason wants to see the flop with the ducks. Set mining a bit. Jack 5-4. Jason still at the best of it. Kyle Z continues, and Jason actually floats this flop. Jack 5-4. He's got a hand developing for sure. Pairs the 5, and so if he was good on the flop, he's probably good on the turn. Kyle Z hates when Jason calls there, I guess. Or I would hate it when you're just trying to take it down. But Kyle Z's got to represent a big one. 750 from Kyle. And even if Jason thinks Kyle Z's doing this light, he's only got a pair of 2s. So he's got to be sure that Kyle Z has no pair. bunch of coolers last night. Yeah, you're right. Jason really thinking about this. This is one of those situations where you should take a minute. I mean, if trying to play out what Kyle Z could be doing this with on this board, Jason's going to think better of it, and Kyle Z's going to take down an $1,800 pot, biggest one of the night, I think. Nice hand to Kyle, nice aggression. Fortune favors the bold, and it favored Kyle Z that time. Very nice dude, very good player. Danny puts the double on. Matt, consider the triple, my man. Consider the triple straddle. Or I guess technically the double straddle. Matt, suited wheel ace. These are fun to play. And Danny doing the honest thing, saying that he saw Matt's hand, and Matt instant hucks. Got to protect your hand even at the higher levels, my people. Protect your hand for sure. People are out there watching. Deuce 3-9, 2 spades. Addy is well ahead because we don't know what Danny has. Marcus has got 2 overs. Addy 135.
Sounds like the man's learned a lot about
Oh, and Matt is hurting because he had ace-4 of spades. He would have flopped the steel wheel draw, and because he didn't protect his hand, he decided to fold. Queen of diamonds on the turn.
Sorry. I know you went just back 50,000 years there, or millions of years. Yeah. They're mushrooms.
Checks over to Addy on the button. He's got some showdown value now. There's a couple overcards. He says, I bet 300. About half pot over to Danny. Could have been looking him up a little light with ace highs, or something maybe as weak as Jack 10 or King Jack. Picks up a few more outs. He check raises. Could have been floating with things like, I don't know, King Queen, Queen 10, Queen Jack. And he raises it almost 3x to 835. Addy's annoyed because he had a little bit of showdown value, but what do you do now facing a $535 raise? He's been known to 3-bet back in these spots sometimes, but he's got a pretty vulnerable hand. It's a weird board. I mean, it's a weird board to be check raised on. It makes maybe Addy think that Danny might be making a move. And if that's the case, yeah, Addy asking the same thing we're all asking. Why call the flop and then raise the turn? Maybe the sets of deuces and threes do this. Maybe pair and a spade draw does this. Although you probably think pair and a spade draw does that on the flop. I mean, queen nine of spades would be pretty sick. This is a weird spot to be in, but he's going to fold, change coming to Addy, and Danny's going to take this one down. Show it one time, bro.
What was it, Danny? What was it?
Nuts. Always the nuts.
Always the
Always the nuts for Danny is what he's saying. I don't believe you, Ron Burgundy.
What was raising me. They usually never raises me. What the hell is going on right
People were asking about a big tournament coming up, and we've got it for you September 15th through the 19th. A $1 million guaranteed no limit hold'em tournament, $900 buy-in, unlimited re-entries, 4 days of 2 flights apiece to get in on this action. September 15th through the 19th. 2 flights of day ones on the 15th, 16th, 17th, and 18th, and day twos on the 19th. $900 get you in, and that prize pool is going to be out of this world. It starts at $1 million, and it's going to go up from there, most likely, given the history of how tournaments go at Texas Card House. Jason opens to 30 on the button, ace 10 of hearts. Spooky and Danny call. 4-8-7. We know what Jason has. It's like we're actually playing. We know our cards. If we're in Jason's spot, we've got 2 overs, backdoor hearts. And we're going to float him one time in position. And we hit perfect on the turn, seemingly. Ace of diamonds. Spooky bet the flop. $100 from us if we're Jason. Spooky could easily have like a pair and a gutter ball. Could have a weird kind of open ender. He could have flopped the nuts. And he calls.
This guy knows his shit, man. This guy.
Eight on the river. We've got aces and eights with a 10.
This guy mushrooms.
Check, check, and Spooky says pair of fives. Ace 10 good.
Somebody had 9-10 or Jack 10 or some shit.
So the float worked out for Jason this time. Spooky had a good amount of outs. He had a pair inside straight draw. What did I say? Didn't I say he had a pair and inside straight draw? Man, so good at the two card game.
I grow mushrooms. The balls on this guy. Like, he literally was just like,
How were these magic mushrooms?
yes.
Wow.
So many flights. Why don't we just have a week of continuous flights, unlimited rebuys, much like a cash game? Dude, that would be nuts.
It's a multi-match.
A week's worth straight of just non-stop.
I mean, he was the one that was right.
I mean, surely that there's got to be a.
Only because he was so confident.
Surely that's not doable. That would be insane. A week's worth, like you can buy in whenever for the entire week. Just make the prize pool out of this world.
Psychedelics are criminalized for no
Maybe something there. That would be insane, though.
reason. Era policy.
I mean, I agree with you. I think that way too.
Yeah, not everybody's a fan of rebuy tournaments. It's one of those things, though, that it's like if you want people to travel to come play your massive tournament, it's kind of a bummer. I mean, you know, boo-hoo. It's kind of a bummer if you travel all this way to play this big tournament, you bust out, and now what? It's like you can go play cash, but you're out of the tournament. You want to give players the opportunity to, I mean, honestly, buy in as many times as you want. And it's not a rebuy tournament, it's a re-entry tournament. So like at a rebuy tournament, you can just rebuy, keep your seat. Re-entry, you get a whole new entry, a whole new seat. A different table oftentimes. I think that's the basis for doing the re-entry deal. Is like for a tournament this big, you want people to travel from far and wide to come play, and it incentivizes them more to come if they know that they can buy in multiple times if it doesn't go well in the first couple bullets. And it bloats the prize pool for sure, and that's more attractive for a lot of people.
The 5 extra.
Yeah, the table's not working perfectly tonight. A couple of these readers aren't functioning, and so we're not going to be able to see Danny and Spooky's cards unless there's some divine miracle from the RFID gods. As Kyle Z 3-bet to 90 with ace queen of clubs. Matt calls, Marcus calls. 3 very legitimate hands, 2 a flop. King, Jack, 4. 1 spade, 1 club. Matt still with the best of it. Kyle Z's got to continue, though, with his Broadway draw, backdoor clubs. Kyle Z's going to take it down. A lot of respect for Kyle so far. From the table, that is. Yeah, we should make him play face-up. Yeah, that tournament's going to be crazy. I mean, 2 flights for all 4 of those day ones. So each day at 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. you have the opportunity to buy into the tournament. And then day 2 starts at 1 p.m. on September 19th. 12% of players cash day 1, 8% advance to day 2. Start with 50K chips, 30 and 45-minute levels. And registration open through level 8 for each one of those day 1 flights. Yeah, I mean, you could. Oh, we'll get back to the tournament talk. Marcus 3-bet the Pointy Boys to 140. Jason opened Queen 8 of clubs. So Marcus had aces in the 3rd blind. Let's see, Ace Jack 10, 2 clubs. Oh. Queens and 8s for Jason, and Marcus as an overpair. Pretty wet coordinated board. He bets 200. And Jason flops huge against the aces, and he might raise right here. He does. Not huge, 525. What do you do if you're Marcus? It's pretty hard to fold this. He's just going to rip it. He's only got 1,300 behind. Instant call from Jason, as expected. Dead to an ace, 7 or a 9. And Jason rivers a boat. Queen's full. And so it goes sometimes in the 2-card streets. Jason calling with Queen 8 suited pre-flop after raising, getting 3-bet. Just flops pure queens and 8s. Rut-roll. I mean, you know, it sucks to go bust there, but I guess it's also nice that they weren't playing 10K deep.
Makes sense on your bet size there, but at the same time. Oh yeah.
So I'm just saying you have to.
You got a good movement.
You have to call it.
Again, if you're not subscribed, if you're one of those 616 people watching right now that are not subscribed to the channel, and you want to earn some of those TCH Live loyalty points, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Get involved with the chat, maybe even super chat if you want to gain even more points. If you want to give a shout out live on the air for 600 people, definitely can do that. Kyle Z opening the 30 with 8. Spooky 3-betting to 105. Spooky's got Kyle Z's number tonight. I don't know. We haven't been able to see his hands. Matt's got ace queen on the button. Just calls. And Addy shows 6-4 for the whole table.
Sorry guys, I know I just folded the best hand, but
435 in this pot.
no, I should be folding wrong as usual.
Bridge Mike, we don't know what he's got either. 9-3 deuce. 8s look pretty good. Queen. Bink for Matt. That turns top. 75 from Matt. Sorry, 75 from Spooky. Matt's going to raise it to 225. Shows it for the family. Friendly game. Turns top, takes it down. Shout out to Dirty Baker for subscribing. What up, Dirty Baker? Yeah. Getting sucked out on happens to everybody in this game if you play it long enough. But it's never a fun feeling. I mean, I don't particularly enjoy it. I don't really play that much anymore, but Definitely not my favorite aspect of the game by any means.
Nobody would have been happy, but
30 from Danny, 30 from Matt. Calls with pocket fives.
Like 43 customers.
So much less stressful.
Cowsey folds, heads up. Danny and Matt. King 10-3. Cowsey would have flopped huge again. 30 from Danny. Kind of a tell from Matt. I think ace of hearts on the turn. Brutal card for fives. Oftentimes, if you've got a huge hand like that, many times you're not trying to talk to the guy next to you. You're trying to focus on extracting the max. Check, check. King 5, gonna be good. King 6, gonna be good. Danny doesn't like to show that one. But he really wasn't trying to put more chips in the pot with just the board getting worse and worse for his hand. Cowsey's up 700. Jason's up 100. No, maybe Jason bought in for 4,000. He might be up 1,100. Yeah, because he just won that big win against Marcus. D1 Keys with the $2 super chat. I want True Poker Dealer on the stream. He's dealt on the stream before. I don't know if he plays the game, but he's definitely dealt the stream before. He's got a nice little channel, coaching up the people on how to be a great poker dealer. I know I watched some of his stuff when I was practicing before auditioning at TCH back in South Austin before any of this stuff was open, before North Austin was open, before Dallas was open. His videos were pretty helpful. All the things that are required of a poker dealer. Ace Jack 6, 2 diamonds. Jason flops pretty good. Top pair, queen, kicker. Don't know what Danny has, but Jason checks over to him.
Mike, I bet you hung out with Terrence McKenna at one time. No? Famous shrooms.
6 of spades. Pair on the board, so aces and sixes with a queen for Jason. He's trying to get paid by ace 10. But alas, ace 10. Probably not there with Danny checking flop.
He's big into psychedelics, like microdosing it for like PTSD.
I wanted to look into microdosing because it seems like it's like perfect for somebody like me that has a lot of anxiety, some pain.
Bainey might ask, why don't you play anymore? I've got admittedly, I have a 3-month-old child, and so not exactly an easy sell to say, hey, let me go play cards for 10 hours. Let me take care of the baby. Oh, by the way, I lost too. Please let me play again. So the priority is raising the little baby talking, hopefully to be his own pro poker player, and he can make money for both of us.
I have someone to look up to them.
Bridge Mike takes it down with the hooks, pocket jacks. Ryan Beck, $4.99 super chat. Trying to get into the Friday game. We'll keep tipping till I get in. XO. Thank you for the generous donation, Ryan. I hope you can get into the game as well. I wish I could control it, because you'd go right to the top of my list. Going to get a bunch of TCH Live loyalty points with those donations, Ryan. Thank you so much.
It is very addictive. Oh yeah. I wish I had a car. I guess I'm realizing the only one I do is once
So can you imagine if I do?
Uh-oh. Bridge Mike's got jacks again. Jason calls and the cutoff 3-4 suited. Queen 4-5, all hearts. 75 from Bridge Mike. Jason doesn't like to fold, but he does get out of the way smartly. Bridge Mike, kill pot, takes 2 down in a row. Everybody's having a good Wednesday night. What are y'all up to tonight? Cooking, chilling, eating? What's happening? Let me know where you're watching from. Almost an hour in. Had a lot of, we had a ton of representation last night. We had almost 2,000. We did have 2,000 people watching at one point from all over the world. It was wild. Yeah, TCH daycare. The Chat Pro Union can make this happen. Yeah, I would trust my child with all of you. For sure. Thank you for the congrats. It's very kind. Yeah, plays a hobby, but have a good 9 to 5 during the day for sure. Yeah, this game, big fan of playing as a hobby. It's pretty stressful when you try to play professionally. Okay, here we go. Danny 3-bet with 2 unknown cards. Matt's got pocket 9s. Ace 5 6. Sorry. Ace 5 King 2 spades. Yeah, Ace King 5 2 spades. Not a great flop for 9s. Danny checks over to Matt. Do you turn your 9s into a bluff? You do not. Check. To a turn. Ace. Got aces and 9s now. Maybe a smidge of showdown value with the 9s. Danny just had to show the King 6. Maybe he's got a premium this time. 260. Do you actually have an ace if you check this flop? That's what's going through Matt's head right now, or my 9s, and ace is good. He folds. Danny never shows. Taking a look back at the chat. North Carolina gang I saw. Whereabouts in North Carolina? I lived in Jacksonville for a while when I was at Camp Lejeune. Running on a treadmill watching. Hey, mad props. Working out while watching the pokers. That's the way to do it. I should have done that today. Smoking a cigar, rainy Pittsburgh. That sounds like a vibe, too. The link. I'm in a labor and delivery unit waiting for my patients to give birth. Dude, those L&D nurses and doctors are out of this world. Amazing. I've got so much respect for nurses and doctors. North Atlanta. Shouts out Chick-fil-A. South Florida, nabbing points. Ryan Beck with a $4.99 super chat, which was crazy. The 1-3 game Friday or the 25-50 last night. Crazy week to watch. It's hard to compete with the 25-50, I'd say. We ended up playing 50-100, 200 at one point, which is hard to even fathom. Queen 5-7, 2 hearts. Checks over to Spooky, who raised pre. Spooky's going to take it down.
Yeah, well, when I got 3s, that's all you get.
In bed with COVID. Sorry to hear that, Max. Hope you get better. Quinn sipping that Wild Turk in Oklahoma. I like it.
Not doing good, though.
Trick time. Yeah, he did all right last night. Charlotte, Michigan, Salt Lake, H-Town, 281. Big shouts out to Evan Stanislaw for subscribing. Thanks so much. Addy, deuce 3 suited in the big blind. Three-handed, 185 in the pot, 3, 7, 10, 2 diamonds. Top for Kyle Z. Bottom pair for Addy. Open ended straight draw for Jason. Let's get a three-way pot going. Jason decides to bet out 75. Kyle Z wanted to keep maybe the worst 10s in there. Just calls. 6, and Jason turns the Nutter Butters. The Nutter McButters. You got to keep betting. He decides to check. Maybe the check's better. I don't know. I mean, results are going pretty well for him. 225 for Kyle Z. Jason's got the nuts. Do you check raise here, or do you call once, hope for a safe diamond or heart-free river? This is a pretty strong line. It's basically a min click back. So he check raises to 475. And Kyle Z, his spidey senses are up. This is just so infrequently a bluff. If it is a bluff, it's like a multi-layered meta bluff. So he calls. You know, it's just too cheap for him to fold. $1,300 pot. Could be a big one. See what the river brings. Jack of spades, completely blank. I guess Kyle Z had the ace of diamonds blocker. So maybe he could have bet if a diamond came on the river. $1,300 in this pot. Got to keep betting. Just hate for this to go check, check. Nor would it make much sense to check after check raising turn. 1,500. Kyle Z is. He's got a feeling that he doesn't beat much now. Jason with the absolute nuts. $1,500 over a full-size pot bet. And this is just, I think, so infrequently a bluff, and Kyle Z knows that and smartly got away. Nice hand to Jason. Biggest pot of the night, I think, $2,800. Shout out to Cosmic Ray for subscribing. Thank you so much, Cosmic Ray. Welcome to the over 30,100 subscribers to TCH Live, the best online live poker. Maybe that's oxymoron, but not really. The best online live poker streaming community out there. Bridge Mike, opening things up a bit. Queen 5 suited on the button. Spooky, not one to fold. Defends. Jason also called with the Jack Deuce of hearts. King 4-4. 7 of diamonds on the turn. Spooky's going to take this one down.
Did we ever find out is he going to go an extra hour, or are we cutting it off an hour early?
Straddle is on from Danny. I like it. Bridge Mike made it 40. King 10. Jason 3-bets ace queen. Small blind. Definitely a good spot to 3-bet. Mike folds. Cut off and Addy on the button with pocket fours. Do you dare set mine? Only got 1,700 behind. He does call. 385 headed to the flop. Ace queen versus fours. Ace 6-7. Jason running okay. Outflops Addy's fours. Got about 105, about 1/3 pot. And Addy is going to raise him in the face. 325 back to Jason. He almost, I don't know, I guess you just call here. Headed to a turn. Deuce. Complete brick. 1,200 behind for Addy, 1,000 in the pot. He might just have to rip it if he wants the chance of getting it through. He's got one out and a dream. And he goes all in. Addy's saying that he's got 6s and 7s, aces and 6s maybe even aces and deuces. He wouldn't raise the flop with ace deuce. Like his value hands, I guess he's got more of the sets of 6s and 7s. Maybe not the easiest call, but he also could be doing this with a combo draw. 8-9 of spades. 4-5 of spades. Maybe just a pure spade draw. And he does decide to call. I just think it's just wasn't expensive enough given the strength of his hand. And Addy is drawing to a single 4 of clubs. Queen, aces and queens for Jason. $3,500 pot headed over to Mr. Jason, another big one. Running hot. And Addy's out of the game. And we're back to playing 6-max poker. Hey, 6-max is more fun sometimes. Ranges widen a bit, more plays.
Cooper. Can you see if they'll announce that we have open seating in the live stream? Can you see if they'll announce that we have open seating in the live stream? Yeah.
Seat open on the live stream as well. If you're in the area, come through. You want me to roast your poker game?
I thought we were playing a tournament.
Come through, get in on this live stream action. Some of you guys asking to be on the live stream, this could be your chance. 5-5-10 no limit Wednesday night, TCH Live.
I like shorts, but it's a little harder Finally, card down.
Zane play this?
He would play this. He played last week, actually.
9-5. We're playing Matt's hand 3-5. We've got middle pair. Spooky, who VPIP's pretty high, continues betting. Or bets the turn. Matt calls. A comfy vibe going on. I like that hoodie. It looks pretty soft. 5. Nice. So we river trips. Spooky. Probably going to continue betting with a 9 or a jack or freaking 6-7 sometimes.
Yeah, that's right. What's that guy?
Raise 155. Oh, it folds his jack. That shows that he got lucky on the river a smidge.
I know. We're all in there. You could have 8.
Fortunately, he got Spooky to fold a jack. Didn't get paid.
Oh, well, yeah, right. Good results.
What happened to Bildo? I think Bildo might be in jail. He did give us a nice bump of momentum there for a minute, but I think he's got bigger issues going on currently. Usual suspect, that is a good idea. Play 6 max and relocate the guys with broken RFID readers to seats where they work. I wonder if they're able to do that. Bridge Mike opened ace queen under the gun, Spooky 3-bet on the small blind. Bridge Mike calls it. Ace 6-9. $75 from Spooky. A call from Bridge Mike. Deuce. Spooky checking over to Bridge Mike.
And that's what Jackson did for you. Trash cards.
175. Spooky said he had jacks.
He was really second flop in the section.
Yeah, right. That's what a turn. I want a turn or set on that. That's what I want. I want a turn or set.
An ugly turn for me.
Yeah, for sure.
Ugly as you can think.
Ace jack. You got ace jack?
Something like that.
Something like that.
Danny calls the small blind. That can't continue with 10 deuce, and Bridge Mike with ace jack raises it to 40.
2 cards you fold for 31.
A lot of action so far.
9-7-3, complete whiff for ace jack, 8. Bridge Mike turns, an inside straight draw. Check, check. 3 of diamonds on the river. His side's probably good. Danny's got deuces.
You can match that now. I think it's just the first order.
Man, those is customers. I think I could have 4s. Come on.
Jason's got 7,500, doing pretty well for himself. I think he's winning about 3,500. I think he brought in 4,000. Nice winner. He is walking, so we're got 2 players walking, or is Kalzi still there? Yeah, it is interesting. I mean, there's a couple of huge games going on in the main room. I wonder if people are just trying to stay in those games. There's a big 5-5-10 PLO going on as well. Danny takes this one down.
I think part of it is because the issue from earlier. I was like trying to go home. Yeah, and the other people that are waiting for the spot.
Definitely had a full game of the circuit. Yeah.
So gotta have a little compassion, empathy. Yeah, right. Hey, you were running bad, and now you're running good, right?
Matt raised to 30 with ace-5 of clubs on the button. Jason calls. Why not? Play your heater. Queen-6 of spades in the big blind of Kyle Z. He's got a pretty good price with 9-7 off. Looks like he might have added on. Ace-3, 6, 2 spades. So here we go, baby. Queen-high flush draw for Jason. And top pair, 5 kicker for Matt. 5 of spades one time. Jack of diamonds on the turn. Five from Jason. He's got a pair and a spade draw. Matt continues calling. No reason to fold yet. Eight of diamonds. Safe card for Matt as long as Jason doesn't just make it outlandishly expensive. Checks. Matt's going to take this one down. Pair of aces with a 5. Spades didn't get there. 2 pair didn't get there for Jason. He's just going to check give up. I love Texas. It's bring your own liquor, bring your own food, and you can buy into a 2-5-5-10 game for 40 to 50,000, no problem. 5-10, no limit. Wednesday night, TCH Live. Got a big game happening tomorrow night. Brad Owen, Andrew Neeme, and Greg Potter playing 5-5, no limit from TCH Austin. Matt raises to 30 with Jack 3 of spades. And the cutoff at Kyle Z with pocket 5 is going to 3-bet back to him. 125. Or 120, maybe. Call from Spooky, and Matt folds it. Heads up, 275. In the middle, 986. Pair and inside straight draw for Kyle Z, and Spooky. He could have any number. He could have any number of hands with this board. Plays a pretty wide range sometimes. He also could be floating with some aces, ace highs, king highs, 6 on the turn. So 5s and 6s now look even better. Yeah, got a secure seat if I bring a few grand to play. Yeah, 2K minimum buy-in, match the stack. 205. Ooh, okay, so Kyle Z check folds the 5s. I don't know, maybe I can't see Spooky's cards, so it makes me not trust it. Derek Ing, what's up? Crushing the 6-12 game earlier today. They started, I think, maybe 1 player short, 2 players short. No, they started maybe 1 player short. No, they didn't. They started 1 player short, and then 2 dudes busted and didn't come back. And so now we're playing some 6-max poker. Jason, ace king of clubs, pretty hand. He's had ace king 3 times tonight, and ace queen. Running pretty hot. Sometimes it's your night.
No, the other caller.
Wednesday night, TCH Live. Plenty of time remaining for the stacks to go in. We just need some, like a cooler situation to come up. Bridge Mike opened to 40. 3-5 of diamonds. Jason called king 4 suited. Spooky calls. The best thing to do would be to call Texas Card House to make sure they can lock up a seat for you or get you on the list. I mean, as of now, there's 15 minutes in the past, there's 2 seats open. I'm not the final say on who gets to play on the table, but if they want to call. Yeah, call. I mean, if you show up now, you can definitely get a seat. There's no list. But if you want to call ahead and say, hey, I would like to play the stream, I'm coming, couldn't hurt. We're doing it. We're moving them. Just wait a few more hands. They're about to move.
So Kyle, if I want to geek out about programming at all, there's no other shows you can love other than Mr. Robot.
Good job.
I remember when I was young watching Hackers, and it's like so ridiculous.
D-Ho, get in on this. We'll root for you, buddy. Jason with King, Queen of Hearts under the gun. That'd be a dope, like, chat pro meta thing. I don't think that's ever happened where a chat pro has started in the chat and ended up on the table. That'd be pretty sweet. 2 overs for Jason, clubs for Matt. Spooky with an unknown hand. 40 on the button.
I got HBO at my internet service, so perfect.
Blank.
But most shows are just not accurate. I mean, it's just not good, especially with hacking. True hacking is way too boring.
Like hacking is a broad term, right? It's just like any smart technique to do something. That's not supposed
9 of diamonds on the river. So Matt whiffs.
Hacker sits down,
Spooky
chair,
must
like,
not have
hangs out,
much.
for some crazy shit and he's in. Real life hacking
But maybe
is
he's
like-
thinking about, can I get thin value? He's got like a middling pair or something.
Okay, yeah, let me write the implementation.
Generally
Nope, that
looks
didn't
like he
work.
was
Let's try
thinking about what to
something
do.
else 3 hours later. You know what I mean? Like, it's slow.
I know
Gets
you
a fold
actually talked
from
about
that.
it once, the SQL hack. I remember learning about that when I was doing like there's a way to do it at the end to get the whole data.
Like SQL injection. Yeah.
SQL injection, that's right. And then there's like cryptographic attacks, but
Not really. No, I mean they say it in movies all the time, but
That's how they beat up some of the sports books, I know.
yeah, they lied. Or they didn't know what they were talking about. Or they just exposed something on the internet. So like, what happens is like someone misconfigures a firewall and exposes something to the internet that shouldn't be. But like hackers almost never like break the firewall.
And 46, 5, 5, 10.
Something that's in
Wednesday night. Ben K with you solo. Greg Potter will be on the table tomorrow night in Austin.
have like super
Make sure you tune in tomorrow night at 7 p.m. for sure. Spooky raised to 60. Matt's got Jack 7 of clubs. He calls, loosening things up a bit. King 3-4, all spades.
on the Poly Network, I think it was yesterday or today, there's like a $600 million hack.
I haven't read about it.
He gave back half the money to his head.
35 from Spooky, and he takes it down.
One of the DeFi networks, he was able to get a bunch of tokens released to himself, 600 million worth. But the thing is, like, he's got most of his addresses are blacklisted. And then he ended up like,
Jason Korn, I don't know if I missed this or not, but thank you for subscribing. Jason,
he was talking to everyone. He ended up giving back half the money today. And I'm assuming he's going to give back the rest. I don't really know. He said he doesn't give it back.
Because they got this info.
Yeah, it was like an accident. I don't think he meant to do it. Kind of like the.
Spooky.
I'm not familiar enough with the technical side.
Should be able to see their cards here shortly once they move.
Even when they were trying to explain it out loud.
Bridge Mike, 6-5 suited, raising it to 35. Jason, King, Queen of Hearts, raising it to 105.
Do you like stress?
You'd prefer to have the suited connectors in position? Open-ended straight draw for Bridge Mike. 2 overs and backdoor hearts for Jason.
Equipment, logs, stuff like that, the response engines, then the security architect, the person that built stuff.
$60 from Jason. Bridge Mike calls.
And that's just a hacker that gets paid to hack.
King of spades on the turn, so Jason now turns huge.
I should have never left.
But Bridge Mike's going to try to use the king to bluff. Fortunately, Jason's running pretty hot right now. Jason might actually raise. He does to 205.
I'm sure it's something happened to you.
Which Mike doesn't want to fold. He's opening a straight draw. He was hoping he could take it down there using the king of bluff. It just sucks when you get raised when you're trying to run a bluff. 3. Bridge Mike, rivers the nuts. And now this is super strong once you call after getting raised on the turn. Quick call from Jason, and Bridge Mike has got the 7 high straight. So Jason got the money in good where he could until the very end. Bridge Mike sucked out on the river. I mean, he had an open ender. Definitely don't blame him. It's just strange betting lines, or just like sequence of betting there.
So it's really about understanding what that machine code does and trying to exploit control flow of the program by giving what's called access to the extended instruction flow, because every operating system sort of has a stack. Anyway, this if you can explain a buffer overflow, you'll basically know how operating systems work after that, and how they use memory, how they use the stack to keep track of where they are.
Broke Gambler Slots. Do you have a TikTok? I think I watched somebody on TikTok named something like that, Broke Gambler Slots. No.
It's also a good way to raise.
Embarrassed that I admitted that I watch a lot of TikTok. Pretty addicting. So, Kyle Z 3-bet ace queen of diamonds to 225. Bridge Mike calls, and Jason now is priced in. Well, Bridge Mike is got his own ace queen suited. I was saying, pick me, pick me. Jack deuce 3, 2 hearts, so Jason flops. Huge heart draw. Bridge Mike's got backdoor spades. Kyle Z continues. Jason calls. He's actually ahead with the heart draw. 8 of diamonds on the turn. Now Kyle Z's ahead. Ace high. Five of diamonds on the river. And if Kyle Z can make it to a showdown, he's going to win a pretty nice pot, $1,100. But Jason's going to make it hard. Very value-y type size. This is kind of a leveling war, 350. He said, I'm not going to raise you, but I'm thinking about calling. It's just so cheap. Hearts brick. 10-9 bricks. He folds. Jason got it through. He's playing great. Bluffed on the end. Maybe a little fortunate that Kyle didn't have anything. But Jason's going to take down another nice one. As producer Cooper starts barking orders. Everybody to move. For the readers. You asked, we listened. We're obliging. Here's to hoping we can steal the cards.
Hey Cooper, we're having all these technical issues and they're talking about hacking a lot of these days. So I'm just saying if you're wondering where the source is coming from.
Oh, get that back there. That's why I didn't put no eyes on.
Yeah, it did look like, I mean, he did look pretty confident, but sometimes that can be a tell in itself.
It's only moved 2 seats now, but whatever.
All right, now we're more cozy. We can see everybody. Hopefully all the cards get read. The game's about to change. That would have been a nice bluff catch, and you could tell he came pretty close to calling because he made it so cheap. But he didn't. I guess he didn't really need to make it that expensive to achieve what he wanted. Matt with ace-7 of hearts. Raised to 35, and Jason calls 35 with jack-7 of clubs. I'm being told that Danny actually has pocket threes here, not Spooky. We don't know what Spooky has, but we know Danny has pocket threes. Oh, spoiler alert, threes full of 10s for Danny. 55 from Matt, who's got an over and backdoor heart draw. Call from Danny. Slow playing it. Ace, uh-oh. So Matt turns. Aces and 10s with a 7 and continues betting, 110.
I was back up and then he said he was, and I'm like, all right, I already, I knew he was going to be. He's going to be. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got. I gotta pick up my daughter.
Check raise now, and you do. Danny check raises to like, what, 425 or so? 420. My son's birthday. Shuts out. It's a little baby talking. And Matt is in a very difficult position. He folds. Great fold. Danny is disappointed to see that. But that is a very strong line to check raise an ace. On a paired board like that. Takes it down. Three's full of 10s.
What's happened is because infrastructure can now be orchestrated, it's now
Little baby babbling. Yeah, that's it. That's better. Tiny little baby babbling.
it's fine to start off with a start off with something. Mike, you're up first.
Rich Mike, 5 deuce of clubs.
But in 10 years, will it still be around?
It's hard to say.
The thing is, Python's actually an old language. It only got popular recently, right?
Now we've got software programming chat going on the table. King 6 of spades versus ace 8 of hearts. Jack 9, 6, 2 clubs. Matt with bottom pair and a king.
That's why I like Python. It's very English in the syntax.
It's simple. It's easy to read.
Jack of spades, 6s and jacks from Matt. Check, check from Kyle Z. He's not trying to mess around with this board. 4 on the end. $70. Matt, thin value bet. He gets it. Kyle Z knows he just got for an additional 30.
Talking about programming, anything else?
But because of that, everybody codes nowadays, and jobs are like converging. So you're getting these teams where everybody's in charge of building the app, everyone's in charge of the security, everyone's in charge of managing the infrastructure. It's like
5-5-10 tonight's Wednesday night, 9:30. We've been at this for an hour and a half, and
so what's actually going to happen in the team?
I'm assuming we're still going to 11,
Manufacturing at 70s. There's not going to be
but I'm not completely sure. Taking a look at the message in the chat, 500 likes, and we add another item to next Tuesday's giveaway. There's 3 giveaways now, but if we get to 500 likes, we'll be at 4. Get some fresh merch given away next week. Hit that like button for me if you're interested. If you're enjoying the stream, if you like the 2-card game, if you like Texas Card House, whatever. Hit that like button for me. It's Jack 6 Rainbow. Danny, top pair, okay-ish kicker. Spooky with 2 unknown cards. Which is annoying since we moved everybody to know what everybody had. 10 of diamonds on the turn. Earned 5. Maybe Spooky had the ace-8 there. There's no way Danny's folding that. Kevin's out. Consummate professional. I don't think these gentlemen are interested in doing any kind of gambling McGambles, and they just want to play the poker. Sometimes they do flips or bomb pots. I mean, I guess they haven't done bomb pots in a long, long time, but they've been doing flips on the Tuesday night stream. Oh, that was pretty dope. The heart with the cards. Classy touch. That was pretty cool. I don't know who that is dealing, but that was a pretty dope move. D-Ho, hopefully you're flooring it down here, brothers. Still seats open.
They recently just announced, and again, they recently announced that they're going to start hashing images.
Yeah, I heard. I love the idea of having the. See, that's tight. She did it again. I love the idea of the chat controlling some element of the live game, whether it be likes or whatever. Somebody else mentioned incentivizing chat likes, and if you get to a certain number, the players have to do some kind of crazy bomb pot or something. It'd be pretty cool. So that must be Ruby. Somebody said Ruby's the one who does the heart wash, which is pretty sweet. I've never seen that before.
Let's negotiate here. What do you guys want to do, flip or a bomb pot?
That is Ruby. It's your name tag.
No. So it says, all right, on bomb pot, you don't want to do that, right? Yeah. So flip. What do you guys want to flip for? $1? Whatever you want.
Are they doing something crazy? They must have heard me and wanted to prove me wrong. Looks like they're doing a $50 flip or bomb pot. Doing a flip.
Well, you just stick $50 in a slot machine and see if you get 300 back.
Why don't we all pull out a quarter?
That's what we're doing. It's $50.
I mean, that's a better chance winning this than a bet. That's it, $50 slot machine. That's all we do.
All right, 4-card game. Right to a flop. $300 pot. Somebody's about to get real lucky.
I like that hand right there. I like that hand right there.
What's happening?
Just give me 4. I've seen their hand, but give me.
I'm going to win the small one, I think.
Give me a 10-9.
Deuce, 3 king, 2 spades. It looks like a few spades. Like Kyle Z turns a flush.
Oh, no. Ooh, a 7.
Well, Danny won. We already know that.
No. I got ace of spades.
Kyle Z's going to ship it. $250 profit with next to no effort.
In flips, and the one that I won was.
Now Jason's still here. He's in seat 8.
Man, you're coming back.
5, 5, 10. Taking a look at the chips. Jason crushing the game right now. Matt and Danny. And Spooky. I think Spooky might be up. Danny and Matt.
At least a few that I like.
Matt's not winning, I don't think.
2,000 total on it. Yeah, right. But I'm also like included in that is 10,000.
$20 straddle from Kyle Z. Kyle Z wants action. He's free rolling on this one now.
For the most part, you at least
Spooky, ace, queen of hearts.
You know, I mean,
Oh my god.
it really just shows you, like, I've only played 50 hours.
Raises it. Looks like 125.
That's a couple of weekends, right?
And he takes it down. Wah wah. Let's play a big one. Come on now. Come on now. Hit that like button if you want to see a huge one. See an $8,000 or $9,000 pot at least.
Well, you know, I ain't gonna contest that.
People have been saying horseshoe things.
$20 straddle out there. Dan, queen, jack, 60.
Get behind him.
He's got 6-5 of diamonds on the button. He's going to 3-bet to 205. Jason folds the jack 10. Kyle Z gets out of the way, and Matt shows it, trying to induce some action. Danny and Marty, thanks for the kind words. Have a good night.
So, and I, just for fun, like when he was, so before we got him a smartphone,
5, 5, 10. Looks like we're maybe missing the 10.
before we got him a smartphone, like I set up a little Linux box, like an old HTPC, just so he could play around with it. And he started doing stuff, and then he got a smartphone, and he found games on his phone. Like, well,
Rags around.
yeah. Oh, yeah, just a little box. Yes. 16.
Kyle Z raises king 6 of hearts in the big blind. Going to 10-3, and Kyle Z takes it down. Sometimes the game can be like this. It's hard to control. We all know it, though. For those that play the 2-card games, sometimes the game can be like this. Everybody's getting cards. It's kind of hard to force it, unless you're just a maniac, which we definitely see those.
It's always happens that the younger generation are the one that gets followed on because they know more. Yeah, I call them my kids all the time. That's how I know I'm
Alexis says Ruby's a hell of a poker player. That's cool. Yeah, dealers have a distinct advantage getting many hours, getting to see a lot of different player tendencies, I think. Surely that's an advantage. Not an unfair advantage, it's just a pure advantage because you just get all these hours seeing all these different types of players play. 7 of spades on the button for Jason. Danny defends with 3-4.
Come up with a routine to determine which is better.
6-9, 7-2 clubs.
Immediately knew exactly what to do.
So Jason, $30, 97% equity.
I'll show you one.
But I did like you have to be creative and come up with your own solution. I know like one way to program it, right? So I did like that.
Yeah, get up here.
With the way the mind
I've commentated my fair share of heads up on the tournament streams. Definitely can do it. It's a lot of this raising and folding sometimes. It's interesting how, like yesterday, legitimately every hand had some kind of premium pocket pair. And tonight, very few pocket pairs. As Jason has his own pocket pair. Pocket sixes. Spooky 90 of the diamonds. Pocket sixes versus 9-8. Flip. 7-7. 6 is still good. 6s and 7s. And Spooky, he's got some catching up to do, but he's going to take. Oh, my bad. Spooky 3-bet. I was not tracking that. And he gets the best of it to get out of the way. Squadoose. $20's on. Put the 40 on, Spook. It's actually Oh, wait.
Most basic
My bad.
now, but back then I should have just got
Constantly couldn't put the 20 on.
it's so basic, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
Like Windows, rewriting win.ini so I could overclock to play Win Commander. Like, nobody was doing it. Or not me.
Danny unfortunately had 8s, but he's away from the table. Matt makes it 30 with Jack 10 of clubs. Bridge Mike, Jack 4 suited. Deuce 3 6 2 clubs. Pretty nice flop from Matt. 2 overs and club draw. Checks to Bridge Mike, who's got backdoor diamonds and an inside straight draw. 4. So Bridge Mike now turns a pair of 4s. 3 of clubs on the river, so Matt hits his flush. Bridge Mike knows this is a pretty strong play. Folds his 4, and Matt's probably going to show his flush. And he does. So we got there, not a huge pot. We haven't streamed Houston TCH, no. I don't think they have a setup for it down there. A lot of infrastructure that goes into doing one of these streams. For the table alone, but in like behind the scenes as well. There's a lot of, I'm looking at a lot of different pieces of machinery that go into creating the stream. And if you don't have the, it may just not be the demand down in Houston, I don't know. We started a full ring and we lost 2 players that didn't rebuy. So we're playing a little shorthanded. I think there's some one guy in the chat said he was going to come play, so we'll see if that actually happens. How's he raised to 100? Spooky calls. Queen 7, 2 diamonds. Spooky with nut diamonds. Kyle Z with just backdoor clubs. He's on the turn. Spooky continues to improve. Checks over to Spooky. 10. Johnson just got nothing. Spooky's won his fair share of pots. Not huge ones, but he won a lot of the pots. I know there's players in the room that are capable of playing this stake. Maybe they're trying to keep their strategy tight to the vest. Brad Owen's playing tomorrow night from Austin, 7 p.m., along with Andrew Neeme and Greg Potter. Spooky raised to 30 with King Queen. Danny 3-bet 9s to 90.
20,000 off of him in 2 days. I've been to Chicago. He is not like he said.
Spooky calls.
I didn't play with you in there. Man,
Queen Jack 3 rainbow top pair. King kicker. Spooky out flops Danny.
oh yeah, that there.
Cloud solution with AWS, Azure, Google, and then
this can all work together, right? Because
Bet of 45 from Danny and Spooky calls. 7 on the turn. Check, check. 6 on the river. Spooky's got the check mark. $225 from Spooky. Danny's in a weird spot. 3-bet pre and Spooky called. Spooky could have. I mean, Danny knows that Spooky could definitely have exactly what he has. King, queen, queen, jack. Queen 10 suited. And he smartly gets out of the way. Kill pot for Spooky. 1-2 in a row. It's crazy. Last night we got over 2,000 people watching. And I mean, the action was definitely helping. The first hand, I think, was a 20,000 plus pot. Several different coolers, several different runner suck outs for huge pots. It was pretty wild. King Jack for Danny to 30. Kyle Z 10-9 of hearts. After Bridge might call him a button with Jack 9 off. What's happening? Kyle Z 3-bet to 150.
It'll be like when you give him that first song.
Good job. I have full faith.
Oh, this is infrastructure as code. I shouldn't be doing this with my gosh. It's totally called Terraform. We'll go on.
Raised to 35 for Bridge Mike. Kyle Z 3-bets again. King queen suited. Jason called in between. Continues betting on a king high board. Jason's got the bottom pair and an inside straight draw. We don't know what Bridge Mike has. Bridge Mike gets out of the way. Jason feeling it a little bit. 175. Deuce. Total Brit. Kyle Z still likes this board. 890. I think you got to keep betting. Get paid by the King Jacks, the Jack 10s, the Jack 9s. .630 from Kyle Z. Jason knows his implied odds are high if he hits. Also takes down a pretty nice one.
No, king queen, I mean, I definitely had out full pair. That's all. I give a damn here.
Good times Wednesday night live from TCH Dallas. If you're in the Dallas area, the action's popping. TCH Dallas, plenty of cash games going all hours of the day and night. It's wild. 8 1-2 tables, 1 1-3 table, 4 2-5 no limit tables, 1 1-2 PLO, 1 Congress or 1 1-2 Congress game, 1 5-5-10 no limit, and 1 5-5-10 PLO.
That's why I was saying, I was trying to figure out what day it was. I figured my 9 was live and a queen was definitely live. Unless you have a jack too.
I think it was nice to sit in here. I felt bad for nobody calls for a spade. You're going to get bet on now. Not that you weren't.
Marcus had a rough one last week too. He 3 or 4 bet aces pre-pot. They got like 6 foot action.
These guys aren't getting too out of line. I mean, they've 3-bet a few speculative hands, but just really it's gone pretty straightforward. Raise to 30 from Jason. Spooky calls, 10-9 on the button. Danny 3-bets, 155. Some dead money out there. Back to Jason. Doesn't want to fold a suited ace. And Jason 4-bet. Jason 4-bets the ace-8 of clubs under the gun. And Danny gets out of the way. Nice 4-bet from Jason.
Guys, can we scoot over a little bit? We're going to try to squeeze them in so we can get
New player, let's go.
Oh, you guys are right. Oh, okay. Sorry. You guys just don't worry about it. Just move in front of it. It's best to ignore it. See? I don't know not your stuff.
Yeah, when I was starting in high school, like 2002 timeframe, it's all C++.
It's crazy the amount of consistent games that go on at TCH. Especially compared to everywhere else.
Go, which was a language that they basically fixed a lot of the problems with C.
Bunch of rags though. Woof. Talking C++ at the 5-5-10 game. Super special.
I'm sure it transfers, but I mean, like, you now spend so much time learning something that's not even valid anymore.
Pradeep in the mix. How about ace king for your first hand sitting down? What do? You know, stack's not even out of the rack. Bump it, 35. Jack of hearts for Matt on the button. 3-bets. He's not going to like this result. Next to 80. Got ace king. Doth thou 4-bet? You're out of position. Brand new to a table. I don't know if these guys have played together before. And a 4-bet. So Matt in position with King Jack suited. You'd hate to fold, but he is mega dominated right now. Maybe he'll 5-bet jam. That would be good for the game. Matt's thinking, what if this new guy just showed up and starts raising and 4-betting? Is he trying to exert his dominance? It's not going to be that easy. He's 8-9-2 diamonds, so for deep, 97% equity, just flops huge. Top. As Jamie Gold says, 4-bet pot, you flop top. What do? You bet like 1/5 pot?
Bet 175.
175, trying to get paid from kings, queens, and jacks. Matt gets out of the way. Pradeep sits down and makes something happen. I like the vibe. I like the momentum. Let's go. Let's keep it going. He bought in for what? 2,000? 2,500? We're almost at 250 likes. I like it. I think that's what I said at the beginning. 250 was great. 500 is the stretch goal tonight. If we get to 500 likes, we're going to do another giveaway next week for some super fresh merch. So hit that like button for me. All 640 of you watching. If you all hit the like button, we're all winning. Pez, what up, what up, what up? Back at it again. Bridge Mike raising to 35 with Jack 9 on the button. Kyle Z, dude, it sucks when you try to pick your steal spots and you just get 3-bet every single time. Kyle Z's got King Queen again in the big blind. We don't know what Pradeep has. Would love it if you scanned your cards. So we're heads up. Bridge Mike does call the 3-bet. Head to a flop. Ace 10 8 2 diamonds open-ended for Bridge Mike. Inside straight draw for Kyle Z. Bets 100 and a call. 3 blank on the turn. Kyle Z still well ahead with King High. He's going to continue telling the story. 375 from Kyle.
There was like technical difficulties early on, so some people went
Betting a call from Bridge Mike. Kyle Z doesn't like that. 9 on the river, and Bridge Mike actually sucks out Kyle Z. But if Kyle Z can bet big enough, Bridge Mike kind of doing the thing, trying to discourage action by grabbing his chip stack, and that's a pretty consistent tell. 900 from Kyle Z, and he knows that. Bets it. Gets it through $2,000 pot, headed over to Sir Kyle Z. It's almost 10 p.m. One last plug, or not one last plug, but another plug. Andrew Neeme, Brad Owen, Greg Potter in the 5-5 No Limit Streets tomorrow night, 7 p.m. on this very channel, live from Austin. You'll get a new, fresh voice, probably Aaron McAvoy in the booth with maybe a guest commentator. Should be a fun stream, action-packed stream. Greg P. had a really good session a couple weeks ago at this very game. He won, what did he win, like 7,000 or something crazy. Looking to repeat that performance, if not better, versus
Kyle, are you going to get back in the Tuesday game, or are you taking
Andrew and Brad. Pradeep
hard to get in?
thinking about action and raises it to 60. Spooky Queen 9 of Hearts. So he sits down against Ace King and Queens.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. How was your test? Did you get sick, or is it automatic?
No, I mean, I'm very glad I got the vaccine because I was pretty sick, so it would be worse.
That's good to hear.
10-3-7 Rainbow. Good flop for Queens. 90% equity for Pradeep. That's 100. Spooky. You know, there's a lot of turn cards that help his hand, but going to think better of it. And Bridge Mike. Looks like he folds as well.
I had the Johnson, so it was the least effective.
That's one like
That you got to.
So I'll get whatever booster they'll give.
isn't that the one that makes you crave eating cats or something? I did that before I'm trusting that.
Hope everybody's having a good Wednesday night. It's been K with you, riding solo tonight in the booth because, like I said, Greg is headed down to Austin for the stream tomorrow. Happy to be with you tonight in my comfort zone in this tiny closet booth, commentating some mid-stakes poker, spooky ace jacket clubs. 3-bets Bridge Mike.
Being here every day.
That's true.
When I first got COVID,
Like a couple days into it. So.
you must have got the Delta the second time.
I was 165 pounds. First time.
Huge flop for Spooky. Nut club draw. Ben Solo. Yeah, that is a better name, Ben Solo. Spooky's going to take that one down. Taking a look at the chip counts. Jason's got 7,000. Kyle Z's got 7,400. Doing all right for himself. We have the stacks to play a $15,000 pot, and I'm speaking it into existence. 2 hours into this thing, we've gotten our tight play out of the way. Let's play some big ones now. Enough of this.
You're right.
Raise to 30 from Jason, King 10 of spades. Reed calls on the button. Danny, he's got a lot of dead money out there with ace-jack in the big blind. He's going to 3-bet to 200 smartly. These guys got to get something going. The people demand it.
Yeah, I've also, I've also flopped 2 pairs, flop a set.
A lot of fun stuff happened at Texas Card House, though. Like I said earlier, we got that $1 million guaranteed tournament, $900 buy-in coming September 15th through the 19th. That game is going to be out of this world. The Beat the Heat Bad Beat jackpots up to 41,000. Right now, I think, if I'm correct, 40,000. 4-of-a-kind queens beaten. Get your share of the $40,000 jackpot and $100 club share for everybody that's clocked in across all the TCH locations. Matt 3-bets ace 10 of diamonds to 205 versus Jason under the gun, king 10 of hearts. And Jason flops the king high flush. These are the nights where poker is fun. And he's just chilling. Look at him. $150. Small bet.
Look at this shit. Back to back. But that one was spades, I swear to God.
That one's a lot better. Yeah, it was definitely fake.
That's what I said, fuck it, I'm doing it this time.
Pretty good flop.
Nice hand for Jason. Flopping the joint.
This is a great show, too. I always actually like it. We got price.
I've learned throughout, after doing this for a while, that it's Steelers IG, no cap. I'm in no position to do that. I've learned that sometimes listening to the table chat more than just freaking filling every single dead space is better for the viewing experience.
This is like your normal run bet poker fight. I'm the guy that sucks up all that run bet.
I don't blame you, I would too. If I could do it, I would. Y'all would be losing.
Trying to give good color commentary without fluff, you know. Sometimes I'll have some fluff in there, but not trying to talk everybody's ear off. Commentating solo is a little different from partner commentating, just because, I mean, as you can imagine, you're not playing off another person. Shout out to MD Street Racing, $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Shout out to George Weiss for subscribing. Oh, my man Sturdy in the chat, $4.99 super chat. Thanks so much, Sturdy. Mean Green Shark, shout out to you for subscribing as well. Much love, y'all. Thank you for the kind donations. There's a fine balance, yeah, for sure. Send Ben K a coffee. Hey, happy to take a coffee. or an Irish coffee. A little bit of granddad's old cough medicine in there.
It might just be better to follow and keep by, and then we'll get the straddle going right away. People will be less intimidated by the. Just a I don't know what's straddle.
Start talking in third person. Oftentimes we do have guests. Just tonight, sometimes we can't get a guest commentator in the booth for whatever reason, scheduling wise or whatever. I'm happy to do it solo. It's just different from having two people in the booth.
I'll be betting.
Well, I mean, for a few weeks. It might just be the fact that people are out. Yeah, poker's so people too.
I think we're actually going to get our man from the chat in this game.
Can you be more specific?
Thank you guys. Too lame, guys.
Ralph Mouth, I see you.
Scan your cards.
Spooky ace deuce to 30. Kyle Z with king queen again. This man has had king queen 42 times tonight, and I think this is the 42nd time he's 3-bet it. He's just going to take it down. Any of y'all playing in this $1 million guaranteed tournament, $900 buy-in? You know, I mean, if you don't play tournaments all the time, $900 may be kind of steep, but man, this would be the score of a lifetime. $900 and potentially, I mean, it'll definitely be a six-figure score for the winner, if not like top 3. That would be so sick for 2 days of work. September 15th through the 19th, bro. I might have to fire at this. Somehow find a way. Start a GoFundMe to get in on this $1 million guaranteed tournament. Anybody out there planning on playing it, let me know.
Check yourself.
Jasmine for the drink, green tea, hot chocolate.
Have Mike teach us how to play bridge, then watch them open 30 and steal in the blinds. Lex O will be in town the week of the tournament. Going to try to get on one of the streams. Who knows, though? That's going to be a crazy week for cash and tournaments that week. It'll definitely be fun. Yeah, that would be the week to come check it out. I mean, it'll be super busy, but it'll be a nice buzz in the air, a lot of money flying around. And that tournament will draw quite the crowd. Deuce, deuce, 5, 2 clubs.
Now you're supposed to be right on. That's really good. It's like my wife's favorite.
5 on the turn. Checks over to Danny, and Danny bets the turn.
Considering neither one of you guys got these for 5.
No, I know.
There's no way.
I have ace.
Oh yeah.
Danny may have an overpair, so that's 12. It'd be hard for him to have
Bill put out on probation.
considering I folded a good set of For real, you'll see.
We are going till 11 tonight. So we've got 45 minutes to have a $15,000 plus pot. I believe it can happen. It's happened. All it takes is one hand. We could do it. We need the ultimate setup to happen, though. Hand 77.
Did you watch the chess one?
Pradeep has had his share of nice starting hands. He's got a pretty good one on the button. Ace-8 off. And a bunch of rags. And everybody else is going to fold.
They just showed it right there.
Clock.
Said last one was really funny. No, not yet. So good?
I hope that bad beat jackpot gets down to like at the end of or let's see, going into September, like September 1st, aces full of trays. September 2nd, the last day, $62,000 jackpot, aces full of deuces. The room is going to be crazy if it somehow gets down to that low. Don't post the V-pips, my heart couldn't take it. Spooky, king, queen on the button. Oh, is it triple straddle out there? I think so. 325 from Spooky. Let's go. Jason's got pocket eights. Let's go, baby. King, queen, 8 one time. King, queen, 8. Jared Shepard, we never close. 24/7, baby. Halsey's got king, queen again, dude. This has got to be a strange record. Because he's had king, queen a ton of times. Facing a 3-bet. No good facing a 3-bet there. Pradeep in the triple straddle. He's got $80 invested already, facing a $245 raise. He calls. Scan those cards. Scan those cards for one time. One time for the one time. King 10-10. Spooky flops, top pair, good kicker. Don't know what Pradeep has. It's over to Spooky. I think you got to keep betting. 1,000 in this pot already. Looks like he's gonna bet 600. Jason folds the 8s. I do not know what Pradeep has. Interessante, what is going on here? So Pradeep calls. So now Spooky's got to be feeling, I don't know, at alarm bells, but at least he's concerned. 7 on the turn. Like, what is Pradeep calling with on that board? Is he calling with Queen Jack? Is he calling with diamonds? Is he calling with a 10? A worse king? Ace Queen, Ace Jack, 500. So all in a call from Pradeep. And Pradeep actually has ace 10. Trip 10s with an ace, and he gets the max, a $6,700 pot. Spooky looks like he ripped the turn. The action was very quick. So Spooky ripped the turn and gets instantly called, and Pradeep says, yeah, I got a 10, bro. $6,700 pot. That's the biggest one of the night by far. Pradeep, this man sat down and started making things happen. Nice hand, Pradeep. Cheddar cheese headed over his way. Shout out to Jared Shepard, $4.99 super chat. Thanks so much for the kind, generous donation. Shout out to Minimize for subscribing. Thanks for the sub. Fun stuff. Let's get it going. Nice pot indeed. Very nice pot. So he was slow playing that ace-10, just flopped super pure. 75 from Pradeep. Danny raises it to 225 on the button. Danny, I don't know if this dude has seen a river card. He either takes it down pre or the hand finishes on the flop. Pretty deep so far. Things have been going his way since sitting down. He's only been playing for about 30 minutes or so. Jason makes it 35 with ace-8 of diamonds. Kyle Z looks like he's about to 3-bet to 105. Blind versus blind. We don't know what he has. Four, 6, 7. Inside straight draw. Backdoor diamonds for Jason. I'm willing to bet Kyle Z has king queen. 70. King of diamonds on the turn. Jason now picks up a whole bunch of outs. Nut diamond draw, inside straight draw. He's got an overcard. Check, check. Deuce. Is that moneymaker?
Just so you know, your cards aren't going to stand. No, the first three suits aren't working. The first three, but none of them are going to work. At least they weren't.
That is our friend Moneymaker from the big game. He plays the Tuesday night stream, and it's like he's trying to get in some of the action for the Wednesday night. I like it. He'll be good for the game. Pretty solid player as well. Moneymaker. I don't think it's his real name, but that's the name he goes by on the stream usually. No relation from what I can tell. He's got some cheddar cheese behind too. Got a full table now, it looks like. And I'm happy to announce that is Doe from the chat. This dude made it happen. This guy started in the chat, and now he's on the game. Let's go. GLGL to seat 1. Doe. This man is a man of his word. Put his money where his mouth was and showed up the big Wednesday night game. Kings and jacks from Matt on a turn. D-ho. Is it Doe or D-ho? D-ho, I think.
Now it's like an actual...
Full ring game now. They had their time playing 6 max and kind of a snoozer. for the most part, except for that hand with Pradeep. And now we've got a full ring. Hopefully we can get some action going. Alrighty. Yeah, those seats 1 through 3 aren't going to scan, but rather have the action, even if we can't see the cards. And Pradeep's actually going to get a walk. See, that's an actual chat pro that's got game. A lot of chat pros are all talk, but this man said, well, I can chat with the best of them and also play with the best of them. As he waits for the button to pass. Such a baller move.
That's what you're going to do? That's what I'm going to do. That's, out of all the options, that's what you're going to do. Everybody, hang in. Ruby deserves it. They're not giving him shit. They're not giving him shit. Pay fair straddle.
I mean, technically, if you're playing shorthanded, the ranges are supposed to be wider, but for whatever reason, it was hard getting anything going when it was six-handed. 5, 5, 10, 20. We just saw a, what, $6,700 or $7,600 pot headed over to Pradeep. Let's double it. Let's have a $15,000 pot. Ace Jack for Jason. Suited. Kyle Z's got the tanks. 2 black 10s. 3 bets. 180. Spooky's got his own Ace Jack suited. Yeah, Dio did a quick scrub of the data, and he's got a read on everybody now that he's watched him for a couple hours. Back to Jason. Ace Jack suited. All right, 3 ways. Ace Jack 10 one time. 9, 6, 5 rainbow. 10's well ahead. $5.75 of the pot. Kyle Z continues betting. That's 180 and Spooky. 2 overs and backdoor diamonds. Gets out of the way. Jason sees that it's pretty cheap for him to call. 180 bucks into 755.
Pay me 21. Pay me 21.
He takes that one down as well. Alzy's got 8,000 behind. Streamer Don. Don in the house. D-Ho. Good luck to Don. I'm not supposed to be biased, but I'm rooting for him since he turned a chat pro into a player pro.
If he does, I just hang my head low and walk away.
And number 85. Limp from Bridge Mike with the Snowman. 7 moneymaker, $50. Spooky's got King Jack.
Like the nines.
He calls.
Like nines or tens.
I didn't like Luke going in there. That's why it's hard for me to pull the trigger. Having to get past 2 people.
Matt's got ace-10. 40 back to you, brah. He gets out of the way. 50 to bridge Mike, heads up. Nope, sorry, 3 ways. Queen 9-10. Bridge Mike's still ahead with the 8s, but Spooky actually have King Jack. He flipped the joint. Yeah, he definitely did. He's got the King High straight in the small blind. The absolute nuts right now. That small 55. I mean, it's over the pot. The pot's very small. Off the set, $140. Hope everybody's having a good Wednesday night. It's 10:30. Thanks for staying up with me tonight. TCH Live. Surpassing my like goal, 250, 269. 500 is our stretch goal. Trying to get you another giveaway next week. If you can get to 500 likes in the next 30 minutes, we can get another sweet merch giveaway next week. Jason, another sweet starting hand, ace king off. This is the fourth at least fourth time he's had ace king tonight. Danny with ace jack folds. Bridge Mike's got king queen suited. He defends. 666. Not a very fun flop. 8 of clubs in the turn. Jason's still ahead with the nut, no pair. 10 on the river. Ace king still ahead.
30 seconds. After 10 seconds check, I said, oh, please come on.
Ace king's going to take it.
Is that a flush first flush hand? I think it's okay, I can't remember. JD had the JC had ace high flush or king high?
You had like 9 high. 6, 7. Does he turn?
$100 straddle, put the double. Put the double on Streamer Don.
You even turned it over like you knew it would be.
Yeah, I thought I was nuts. There was no bluff.
It's sweet to have the real moneymaker come through. I know he's played in Austin. It's sweet to have him come play in Dallas. I don't even know if he plays anymore. Streamer Don calls the $20 straddle. Pretty deep, 7-6 of hearts. Good enough for a raise, 85. Over to Matt, who 3-bets pocket 7s to 220. Streamer Don, good for a limp, no good for a 3-bet. $135 back to Pradeep. He's got one of Matt's 7s. He's out of position with a suited connector. Not, you know, generally you want to be in position, or you'd prefer. Oh, he is in position. Disregard my last. So Matt 3-bet 7s in the small blind. Jack 10-5. 1 heart. Matt, after 3-betting pre, he's got an under pair, 3rd pair. That's 250 pretty. Just has absolutely nothing. Backdoor hearts, backdoor straight draw. Gets out of the way though, and Matt takes it down with Greg P's favorite hand. 7-7 ball. Max buy-in was 5K to begin with, but after the first orbit, it's match the stack. So you can buy in for as much as the biggest stack has. We're done. Let's go, baby.
It's a draw with eyes too,
You know, soccer fans out there, I was listening to the ticket today, and they said Messi has made $1.2 billion of on-field earnings alone. No sponsorships, no nothing. The dude has made $1.2 billion over the course of his career, which is hard to even fathom. Soccer is nuts in the rest of the world compared to, I mean, sure, there's plenty of people in the United States that like soccer, but the rest of the world freaks out about soccer. And that is wild to me that this dude has made over $1 billion playing the football. And you know, Messi fans, I don't really follow soccer that much, but I was listening to the ticket today and they happened to say that stat and I was just blown away by that. That's like LeBron level money. RG Fantasy Focus says Chris Moneymaker lives in Texas, plays in Houston, Austin. That's cool. I think he's from like the Atlanta area maybe, or Nashville. Messi free rolling for sure. Yeah, what's the term for better than free rolling? Spooky race at 35, King 10 off, and Danny has 3-bet Spooky a ton tonight. Tom Brady's got to be worth a bunch too. Kyle Z, cold fours, pocket queens in the big blind, which is super strong. Danny knows this, and most likely it's going to be getting away. These two guys don't really want to battle with each other. It's just like so infrequently a bluff there. So Kyle Z's going to take it down with the ladies. The ladies. What's better than free rolling? Paid rolling. You're right. You're right. Yes, yes. Double straddle. Let's go. Put the 80 out there, Danny boy. He knows better. So the $40 straddle's out there. Back to Kyle Z. Ace deuce suited, a wheel ace. Greg P's in Austin. He's going to play the stream tomorrow night. That's why it's been solo with you. Kyle Z takes down another one. He's winning $1,100. Pradeep's winning $3,600. Spooky, unfortunately, down about $3,400 at the bottom. I like this very straight to the point comment. I like this because it's a good commentator. He's not aggravating like some of the others. Thank you. Thank you, JS. Very kind. Trying my best. So Spooky doing his part, putting the straddle out again. LeBron's only made $330 million in career earnings from player contracts. That is wild, the delta between that and Messi. So I guess there's some form of salary cap in the NBA compared to international soccer, football, whatever. $165 million a year? Oh. Spooky with ace-3 of clubs. Raising it to one, raising Moneymaker to 135. Can you imagine making $165 million? Dude, that would get me close to unstuck for the lifetime. King deuce 6 rainbow. Spooky 3-bet pre. Let's continue on a king high board.
I just cracked the laughing. Have you seen it?
No, I'm just.
So she's, this isn't a spoiler because it's the whole show. She's married to like,
You're right. You're right. Usual suspect does make a good point. That's pre-tax. So you got to take taxes into consideration. So it's a much different story. And once you pay taxes on $165 million, your lifestyle changes a ton.
current wedding ring on one hand and her second hundred, which is just staring at me, wondering what she's supposed to do. And I just checked what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, the Cowboys do a bunch of money. Matt, 8-7 suited, $20 straddle out there. Raise it up. Come on now. And number 92. Bridge Mike's got ace king and just calls the 75.
It's like the NASA, if Russia had got there first.
Moneymaker scanner seems to be working. 10-3 has spades, and he's going to 3-bet to 350. He's going to get some bad news from Bridge Mike, I think. What's happening? Oh, so that was a misread for a moneymaker's hand. Surely Bridge Mike did not just fold ace king to a 3-bet. I mean, that would make more sense with him just calling behind 75.
I've never read the chat.
That can't be good for me.
No, I'm sure. Not reading it to the like, what's that idiot doing?
But I hope you read and protect it.
Your moneymaker's
No, it's funny. It's not
voice, see that German accent. It's awesome. Matt raising it to 30, 8-7 suited, same hand, different suit. Our man, our horse, Streamer Don calls the 30 in the cutoff. Heads up, some dead money out there. Let's go, Streamer Don. Ace 3-4, rainbow. Spades on the turn, checks over to Streamer Don. He takes it down. Let's go. Let's go. First one of the night for Streamer Don. Big money, baby. Nice hand. Almost to 300 likes. Let's go. Close to 300. Deep ace-7 on the button. Just open folds it. It's just kind of a middling hand that oftentimes gets you in trouble. Two players, Queen 8 versus 3s. King 7-6 rainbow. This guy Richard Simmons is about to get blocked by the chat bot. Deuce of diamonds on the turn. 3's still ahead. Well, we don't know what Don has. Probably got some bit of this board. And kill pot for Streamer Don. 2 hands in a row. Let's go. Nice hand. And there he goes. 10:42. Just got a few minutes left in this stream. These guys want to put on a show for us. They got a weird way of showing it, but they've got time remaining. Let's play a $10,000 pot. What say you? Moneymaker raises it to 50. Danny pocket tens in the small blind. Got a 3-bet. He does to 2 hundo. Bunch of folds. Everybody respects Danny's races. Takes down a small one.
I'm texting his friends. He's technically I think I'm just being dumb and white. Since I'm technically about to finish that combination, I'll take it out.
We're playing 5-5-10. We've been here since 8 p.m. Had a slow start with some tech difficulties, but we've tried to make up for it. We're here every Wednesday night, starting at 7 usually for this type of game. 5-5-10 oftentimes turns into 5-5-10, 20-40. Pretty big game in its own right on the heels of the Tuesday night game, which got up to 10, 25, 50, 100, 200 last night.
Here, like literally.
That's not the guy. That's not the guy. I don't think that's the guy. Well, I heard talking about it.
I do not know.
I heard they caught him in Austin following Wednesday.
Again, tomorrow night on this very channel, Andrew Neeme, Brad Owen, Greg Potter, those Austin regs down there are going to be playing 5-5 no limit live from TCH Austin, so you don't want to miss that 7 p.m. tomorrow on this very channel. More free poker content. What more could you ask for? Remember Don, limps for 10, under the gun. Deuces.
Or whatever you want.
Something else.
$20 straddle from Moneymaker. Again, if you're not subscribed, you want to start earning some TCH Live loyalty points to get in on some of these raffles coming up, you got to be subscribed. Got to be watching the stream. Commenting helps. Oh, Spooky was away from the table and folded the Pointy Boys. That's very unfortunate. Matt raises to 55 with Ace-Jack. Bridge Mike's got the ladies. What's happening? And he just calls on the button with the ladies. Moneymaker in the Strudel Doodle looks like he's going to 3-bet to 300. Moneymaker 3-bet bluffing with 7-4 off, and Matt's kind of in a tough spot with Ace-Jack and Bridge. Mike, you got queens. Just calls. Three-handed, almost 1,000 in this pot. Bridge Mike's got the best position, 10-10-9. Huge hand for Bridge Mike. He may not know it, but he feels okay. Over pair of queens, especially when check 2. Trying to get some value here, 750, 850.
Shows us though. It's on stream anyway.
$1,800 pot. Headed over to Bridge Mike. He needed that one. It's been a while. Shout out to Big Easy 303 for subscribing. Hopefully You're South Louisiana, repping it for the NO, the Big Easy. Danny's got pocket aces under the gun +2, raising it to 80. Kyle's E3 bet to 320 with King Jack suited in the small blind, and Danny now is licking his chops a bit. Do you 4-bet, or do you call in position and let Kyle Z keep betting? And it's a 4-bet back from Danny. I imagine Kyle's going to fold. But he doesn't want to fold, but he will. He's got the aces. I mean, so far he's shown himself. I mean, he hasn't had to show down many hands, but everybody's reasonably assuming that he's kind of playing a tight aggressive strategy. Not 4-betting with error very often. Playing 5, 5, 10, 20. Sorry. Hand 100. Streamer Don making it, or just calling the 20. King 3 suited, completes, spooky, Jack 4. Checks his option. Just about the ugliest hand out there. 10-9 Jack, and actually flops top pair with it. Don't know what Don has. Pretty inside straight draw, backdoor clubs. That's 30. Calls from Spooky. Calls from Don. Boom. Ace of clubs. Huge turn card for Pradeep. He now has his inside straight draw and nut club draw. Really bad card for Spooky's hand. Pradeep's going to keep betting for 100. Gets out of the way, and Don instant calls. 6 bricks off on the end. Pradeep just has king high. Streamer Don probably's got that beat. Willing to bet, and he's also willing to bet. 330. He called the whole way. Used to feel like he potentially was slow playing something. Could have a lot of 2 pairs. Could. Oh, Pradeep's really thinking about this. And he's turning this king high into a bluff. And the way Don is looking at this, oh, actually, he might actually call. He can't win if he doesn't do this, and he's trying to take it down, turning his king high clubs into a bluff, and Don looks like he's not going anywhere. The man got out of the chat streets to come play the pokers. He didn't come to fold. Might just rip it here. He could have flopped the nuts. Could have queen 8, could have 7-8. Could have Jackson 10s, set of 6s, not a set of 6s. I'm going to say all the hands possible so that when he shows it, I will have gotten it right. Really trying to get a read from Pradeep. Pradeep chilling. Making it 1,000. It's a strange line. This is kind of an underbluff spot. Looks like he's about to fold it. He does fold it. Pradeep, show the 3. Gets it through. Nice bluff from Pradeep. $1,700 pot headed over to Pradeep's way. Unfortunate that our guy Streamer Don couldn't make it happen.
We got about 4 more hands.
Did you have complete air?
4 more hands.
Huh?
We have to play until I'm the button.
Double straddle.
Double straddle. Let's go.
Let's go, she says. Double straddle. Bridge Mike. Big slick for 100. Done messing around now. Don calls it. Moneymaker calls it. Everybody's priced in. Spooky's got ace-8. And he's got pocket 10s. Don's scanner doesn't work. That side of the table scanners, or at least seat 1 and 2, those scanners don't work. So it's not user error, it's table error. And Danny just calls with the pocket 10s, and everybody's priced in. Matt's got 9-5 of spades. Let's play a big one. 5-way, $515 in the pot. 6-3, 6, 2 hearts. Danny well ahead with his overpair of 10s, assuming Don doesn't have a 6. Ace on the turn. Bridge Mike turns pure. He's got top. Gotta bet, gotta bet, gotta bet. He does bet 375. Danny quick fold. Not even a thought. 5 ways, you gotta assume that ace hits somebody there. Bridge Mike takes this one down. Last 5 minutes of the stream, we got to make it count. Let's go. $20 straddles out there. Let's play a $10,000 pot. Got to keep speaking it into existence. Pocket 6s for Bridge Mike. Another nice hand. I mean, under the gun, it's not your favorite position, but he does limp. Danny's in there with the 7 deuce suited. Matt's in there with the Jack 6 suited. 85 bucks in the middle. 4 ways. 7, 8, 9. So 9s and 7s for Pradeep. Open-ended for Matt, and he turns the Jack high straight. Bridge Mike turns the 10 high straight. And Pradeep still got 2 pair. 50 and 50. Pradeep just calls 50. 8, so Pradeep's counterfeited. Matt's got the Jack high straight, bets 100. Quick fold from Bridge Mike. Matt says, which way do you want it? Get those likes for sure. 309 of you liked it. There's 617 watching. Would love one last surge of likes before we get out the door. Always brings new people to the stream, to the channel, to the room. Always appreciate when people hit that like button for us. Bridge Mike limps 9-8 suited. Bunch of limping going on. It's weird.
Check.
Okay. 6-way action. Ace, king, 10. Of the cards we can see, Spooky has the best of it. I'm sorry, not ace, king, 10. Ace, king, queen, and then a queen pairs on the turn. 4 on the river. Moneymaker shows king 5, kings and queens. Good to take down a $60 pot. So this, they're saying this is the last 2-card hand, and they might do a flip afterwards. So we'll keep it locked to see them do this last 2-card hand. We are praying for some massive cooler pot right now. Let's do it. Let's redeem the stream. Let's make it huge. One time. Ruby, can you do it for us? Ping saves money. You're right. Jason's got ace king once again, raising it to 30. Done. Make it happen. Spooky has 10-4 on the button, 3 bets to 105. Looks like we're 3 ways. I can see the ace king, 7, 7, 8. This is like just like the hand I got destroyed in earlier. And we know Spooky's got 10-4. That's 105. Can we make it happen, Don? Can you do it, Don? Folds, and Spooky's going to take it down with 10 high, apparently. Right. Winning 4,000. Jason winning 2,300. Kyle Z winning a little over 700 bucks. That's going to do it for the 2-card game. Let's see if we can do this one $50 4-card flip. Thank you to everybody that's watched the stream. Fun stuff indeed. Fun chat as always. It's fun to be part of the stream tonight with you all. Thank you for spending all this time watching some mid-stakes live action poker. As we said, we're going to be back tomorrow night at 7 to have everyone's favorite vloggers hit the felt 5-5 no limit. Andrew Neeme, Brad Owen, and TCH's very own Greg P is going to be playing as well. Trying to win some Bradley and Andrew dollars. 400 in this pot. And we're flipping. 4-card slot machine. Here we go. No idea who has what. 7s. Matt Rivers, trip 7s. Set of 7s. How does a set of 7s win? And Matt's going to take down an additional 400 bones. I am going to be probably watching the stream tomorrow night. I'll be up in the chat. And again, that's going to do it for us. Ben Solo with you. Very fun times. Thank you for watching the 5510 No Limit stream live from TCH Dallas. Again, we're going to be back tomorrow night at 7 p.m. live from Austin. For everybody here at TCH, really appreciate you joining us and for enjoying the stream. Hope you have a good week and a good night, everybody. The bad beat jackpot is growing day after day. Do you feel like you're never going to win? What if I told you that everyone will be a winner? No matter what club you're playing in, if you're checked in and playing at a Texas Card House table, when the bad beat hits, you win $100 with our newest and easiest bad beat ever. Each and every day, the bad beat qualifying hand gets easier and easier to beat until it's won. But as the qualifier decreases, the pot increases right along with it. Additionally, with our new club share bonus, everybody wins. Just be playing at any TCH when the bad beat hits, and you'll win $100 just for being at a table. Yes, you Bob in Austin. You too, Sarah in Houston. Tim in RGV. And Dante, you and Big D in Dallas. You take home $100 too. It doesn't get any easier than that. Join the club that started it all, Texas Card House.